Welcome back to Kingdom of Nerds on the Hunt, DCU logo, episode 5. Once again, I'm joined by D-Mills. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Bruce? How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. It's actually a great day, even though it's snowing right now.
Really? Man, it's been
Dude,
hot.
I
It's like
just
90
started
degrees
snowing like
yesterday.
5 minutes ago.
It's like 100 here.
Really?
Yeah, yesterday my Suburban measured 100 degrees when I was driving.
Wow, that's crazy. Isn't it? It's freaking middle of winter here. Oh man. So
Yeah, you can have
if
that
you
snow.
watch, what was
You
that?
can have that snow.
I like the snow. I like the snow when it's pure and white, not when it's all black and crusted over and
A little
frozen
trash.
ice. Yeah, it's disgusting. So if you're watching, please hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Getting a lot of positive feedback in the comments. So keep it up, and I try to respond to everyone's questions and comments. And shout out to Bird the Nerd for shouting out the show on his channel. He was live last night. Check out Bird's channel. And he was like, yeah, he's doing it with my friend of mine, Mills. Yeah, other fellow Filipino. That was great.
That's funny.
So let's get into these books today. I think we got a good selection of books today. Batman looks great in green. Just saying.
Yeah, the animated series, love it.
Probably one of the best animated shows ever.
Oh, it was.
All right. And the first book up, we have Catwoman 15 from October 1994. Fair market value $15. Last sold January of this year for $15. They are 11 graded on the CGC census. 4.98 of this book. I love this cover.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great cover. This one took me a while to find a good looking cover, or a good condition of this one. It took me a long time.
I think I pulled this out of a pack. I'm not even
Oh, did
sure.
you?
I think I pulled this out of a pack. A 20 pack of DCUs.
Yeah.
It's not super rare,
No.
but it's rare and high grade.
Oh, definitely.
You know, you find a copy of this in high grade, keep it. I love these.
Great that thing.
This also kicks off Cat File storyline, part 1.
Yes.
Because the next issue is one of the hardest issues to find. We'll talk about that later on. Damn, Catwoman 16. Every time one pops up on eBay, I'm like, I run to my alerts. I'm like, nope, not a DCU.
Yep, I never see that one, hardly ever. I know one person that has one, and that's it.
Wow. You know, it's a shame that you can't get an official count of each issue printed from DC. There's no records of it, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody has a record anywhere of it. They just threw them in packs and just wanted to get them out the door.
Yeah, because there's still a lot of sites that they don't even count DCUs as in the variants. They'll be like, oh, there's 2 variants, just direct and newsstand.
Yeah.
So a lot of people still don't know about the DC universe, and that's what we're here for, to educate you people on which ones have DCU logos and which ones are hard to find or very common, and what you should be paying for these books. Just because somebody puts a rare on a common book does not mean you should pay.
Yeah, because I see that all the time.
Yeah. And don't get caught out there when somebody puts DCU logo variant and you click buy and the book is not a DCU logo, it's a direct or a newsstand. I don't know
Been
why
there, done
people.
that.
All right, next up, what do we have? We have Batman 523 from August of 1995. I love this cover. Such a good cover.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Fair market value is $36. Last sold for 36. 3 days ago.
Oh wow.
There's currently one graded on the CGC census, and it's a 9.6.
This is a Kelly Jones cover. You can tell by that long-eared Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the long-eared Batman. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
don't
so
like
did
it.
I.
I thought it was
Kelly
cool.
Jones talks about all the time on Facebook how he loved drawing Batman like that.
I didn't. It just recently I realized. Oh, that's a scarecrow. I
Oh, is that who that
don't
is?
know. Yeah, if you look, it's a
Yeah,
scarecrow.
it's like so convoluted. I didn't even pay attention to it. That's funny.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I didn't know what he was fighting. I just thought the cover was cool.
Yeah, I knew it
And then
was somebody.
I was just like, oh, it's a scarecrow. You actually have to
That's
look
funny.
upside down to see it.
You're right. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, some of these books are you think I don't know. I'm the firm believer of grading books that preserve their their integrity as a book, and just I like to present books in slabs. So that's just me.
Right?
So that is my goal, to get more CGC DCU logo variants graded.
Me too. One day.
One day. One day. You're getting there. You're getting there.
You keep pressuring me, so I'm doing it.
Pressuring you. I haven't pressured you at all today. Maybe yesterday, day before, but not today.
Okay.
Not yet. Get those books graded.
Not yet.
There you go. I just pressured you. All right. Next up, we have Flash 100 from February 1996. This is the foil DCU logo. Fair market value is $17. Last sold 3/5 2025. There are currently 3 graded on the CGC census. 2 are 9.6. This book I hate. I have so many copies of this book,
Yeah.
and they all crap.
Yeah, it's very common, and like we've said before, that black background just kills it whenever it gets a bend. It's not rare at all,
No.
but there is that other one that's Flash 100 that is very rare.
I'm not going to talk about that book.
Yeah,
I hate
that one's
book.
eluded me way too many times.
I think at one point I saw somebody just selling the cover of the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for like they wanted like $1,000 or something.
For a DCU cover, just the cover?
Just the cover.
Wow, that's insane. Did they sell it? Do you know?
I have no idea. I didn't watch it. I thought it was stupid. Yeah, I can see if it was a golden age book cover, a major key cover, but
Yeah, that's
nah.
crazy. Wow, $1,000. That's insane.
Who knows? The guy could have printed it out with his printer.
Probably. Who knows? That's
Who
crazy.
knows? But I'm not paying $1,000 for a cover. It's
Oh,
bad enough
definitely
that
not.
that book sold for what? The 9.8? Was it a 9.8 or a 9.6?
It was 9.6, sold for like 2,000.
Yeah. I'll take a 9.
Yeah,
I'll take a 9
so will
too.
I. I'll
I'm
take a
not paying
9 as long as it's all complete, and it's
Yeah.
hard to find, but I'll definitely take a 9.
I'll take a 9. 8.5. Damn it. Give me something.
I just want one.
Just want one. I think that's what happened with that. In a couple of weeks or a few weeks from now, we'll show up Animaniacs number 9. God, I love that book. I have it in 7.5. It's
Yeah.
currently a 9.4 up, but I'm not willing to pay $1,400 for a 9.4.
Yeah, definitely not.
Mm-mm. Now, he would have thrown in like maybe 100 other books to go with it.
Yeah,
Give me
for
at
that
least
price,
5 or 6 more.
that's a pretty steep buying price for a 9.4.
Yeah. Eventually that book will pop up again.
Yeah, he's going
Hopefully,
fishing.
maybe I'll find one in Canada.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm hoping there's some unopened packs at this con I'm going to.
I hope you find some.
Hope I find. If I find at least, I'll be happy if I find one off my hard to find list. I'll be happy.
Yeah,
Just give me
definitely.
one. If I only need one to complete my Wonder Woman DCU logo. So
Which one
let
is
me
that?
find that 106. 106.
Oh, 106. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think I have one of those.
it's a beautiful cover. All right, next up, we got Wonder Woman 86 from May of 1994. Fair market value is $8. Last sold 15, 122.25. There are currently 9 graded on the CGC census, 4 9/8.
Yeah, this was very common. Very, very
Yeah,
common. You see this everywhere.
yeah. These books you'll find them everywhere, like you said. I don't know. It's not a great cover.
No.
You know, I don't think this is before Bolin took over, right? I think
I'm not sure. I thought this was a bowling cover.
it is. Hmm,
I thought it was.
I can't tell. I need to see her face.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell by it if you can see a face.
So if you're watching and you know if this is a bowling cover, leave a comment. This way we know. But so next up, here we go. Legionnaires 16, May 1994. Fair market value $23. Sold for 35. January 17th for 2025. There are 22 graded on the census. It's 10 9/8. Nice
Oh,
Adam
that's a lot of
Key.
9.8s.
I know. I was surprised when I saw this.
And you hardly ever see them for sale.
No.
At a 9.8, I mean this one's semi common. It's not
Because
too common, but that's a lot of 9.8s.
I know I have 3 graded copies of this.
I don't
2 signed.
hmm.
I had a 9/6 and a 9/4.
I have about like 3 or 4 raw grade ungraded. So
Mhm.
oh, and the one with 86 was a bowling cover.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for that.
I just looked it up.
That's what you're here for. That's what you're here for. Keep the show honest. Keep the show honest. But I love this. I love Hugh's run on Legionnaires.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite books out of the
Yeah,
Legionnaires run.
I'm just missing issue 20. If you have issue 20 of Legionnaires in the DCU, drop a message. I'll trade you.
I don't think I have that one either.
I think our lists are overlaps a lot.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have Nightwing #2 from September of 1996. Fair market value $25. Last sold $80 in December of last year. There
Wow.
are 4 graded on the CGC census and 1 CGC 9.8.
Wow, 198. Jeez.
198.
This book is usually beat up. It has a
Yeah.
lot of spine ticks with color break because of that dark area,
Mhm.
and it's not common. It's kind of rare. It doesn't pop up too often, but it will pop up every now and then. But it's so hard to find in high grade.
Yeah. for the longest time, there was like 2 or 3 copies of this book on eBay just sitting there for months.
Yeah. But they were tore up though.
Yeah, they were. But
Yeah,
eventually somebody bought them.
yeah. I think I have like 3 raw copies.
I have
3 or 4.
1 raw copy, 1 graded.
What it come out as?
9.4.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. I'll definitely take that in this book.
Yeah. I was thinking about cracking and resubmitting. I've learned a lot since I actually pressed that book. So I'm pretty sure I can take the chance.
I would do it. I mean, if you
I
think there's
want to do it.
defects that you can press out, I would definitely do it, Bruce, because there have been so many times that I see rare books on eBay that people don't want to buy because they're like 9.4s, and I crack them,
Yeah,
press them, and resubmit them. They come out 9.8s. So
I will take a 9. I will take a 9.4 of a rare book any day of the week.
definitely,
I am not a snob. Save a few $100 and press it myself, or send it to D to press.
I could do that.
Yeah, because when I get to showing when we get to showing our books, I'll look at the greatest notes for mine and see if it's worth pressing.
Yeah, I'm glad CGC is actually starting to document graders' notes more now than they used
Yeah,
to, because before it was at the grader's discretion whether they wanted to put a note on there or not, and that annoyed the shit out of me. I hate that crap. But
yeah, it's ridiculous.
if it's anything other than a 10, I think it should have graders' notes.
I agree, because if it's not a 10, there's some imperfection that's keeping it from getting a 10,
Exactly.
and that should be notated in the notes.
It should.
Yeah, because
I know
there's
it
a lot
takes
of books.
longer, but still.
There's a couple of books that I have that are 9s and 8s and 8.5s, no greatest notes.
Yeah, that annoys the crap out of me, especially when they're that low. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
you should have something in here.
should be something. Give me
Yeah.
three words. Book sucks. This book sucks. Something.
Yeah, they're like, book is trash.
It's just it's ridiculous. I don't know.
It
What else
is.
do they have to do? This is their job.
I know exactly. That's that. I agree with you 1,000%. That it's ridiculous.
It feels like graders' notes are an afterthought to the whole
Yeah,
grading process.
that's what it feels like. But CBCS actually puts all their graders notes, and Halo, they actually give you that QR code you can scan, and
Yes.
it'll come up directly what is wrong with your book.
It's funny. Ever since CGC started doing the QR codes on the back of their slabs,
Uh,
half of the time they do not work because it's so close to the edge of the top plastic that
oh,
it won't
uh-huh.
scan.
Oh,
Won't
really?
scan.
I've actually never scanned them before.
That's not worth it.
Well, that sucks.
You scan it just to see no graders notes.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that sucks.
Idiots. Oh, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Sorry, grading gods. I
There
will
goes your grades.
there goes
Your
my
numbers.
grades. Right now, I have books there, and they're probably reslabbing them with lower grades. This guy again.
They're like, screw this guy.
All right, next book. What do we have? We have Flash 101 from March 1995. Fair market value $5. Last sold $5 back in August of 23. There are 0 graded on the census, 0.98s. And we will explain that later on in the show. You know where I'm going with that. I didn't forget. But all right,
Uh,
fine.
that's funny.
We'll show this off later, but as we mentioned in previous episodes, just because a DCU logo variant isn't notated on the slab, a multi-pack, does not mean there are not DCU logos graded. They just
Yes.
don't have that notation on the slab. So this is a common book, yes.
Very common. Yes. I think it comes in those flashbacks too, does it or not?
No, I think 100 is. I don't even know. Actually, I know 80. Such what 80, 90. Then 100 is the last issue, the highest issue in that pack.
Okay, so
I
maybe
think.
this one came in a 2-pack. That's
I
probably what
can
it
look
came
that
in.
up. Oh, 2-pack. Those 2-packs do not come up very often.
No, they don't. I think at this point, most people have ripped them open.
Yeah. Let's see what comes in the flash pack. For anybody curious what comes in the Flash Terminal Velocity Collector's Pack, Flash 95, Flash 96, Flash 97, Flash 98, Flash 99, and Flash 100.
Okay. Yeah, so this had to have been a 2-pack.
Yeah. This I think that Flash pack released, I don't know. Is this Flash pack released? 96? No. What year
Okay.
is that? What year is this book? 95?
95. Yep.
Yeah, so that Flash, they stopped making 20 packs, so it would have had to been in a 2-pack at this point.
Yeah. It's most likely a 2-pack.
Yep. All right, next book, Superman in Action Comics 700, May 1994. Fair market value $12. Last sold for $20 back in August of last year. 0 graded on the census. This is the gold edition of
Yes.
this book. And CGC still has not taken the time to actually notate gold multi-pack variants yet.
Yep. Some people, when they sell this on eBay, label it the platinum variant.
Yeah.
So if you guys are looking for this book, either type in gold or platinum variant, and it will pop up under that also.
It's a little less common than less common than the regular cover for this, but it's
Yes.
not rare at all. It's out
Yeah,
there.
you can still find these on eBay a lot. They are
Yeah.
also square bound, so if you're pressing these, be careful with it. You can melt the glue and squish that spine, so be careful on that.
Yeah.
But it is square bound.
And here's a little tip for you guys. If you're gonna press square bound books without cutting out something to
A buffer.
keep keep the spine from melting on clamshells. But if you use swing arm, not necessary.
I got you.
Set it. So you have to set it at a low temperature because the way it comes down, unlike a clamshell that comes down like this, the swing
Yes.
arm comes around and goes flat. So you're not crushing the spine with the pressure from the back or melting the
Yes.
glue.
So whenever I press these square bounds in my swing arm press, I kind of let the spine overhang the edge a little bit, and that way I don't put a lot of pressure on the square bound side.
You guys should be writing this down. We got a professional press right here. This guy right here. The miracle worker here.
Yeah,
Somebody get him
I
some
wish.
wings.
I wish.
Uh,
I have
all
made a lot
right.
of people a lot of money though. I will say that.
Nice. He's gonna have to upcharge you guys, all right? If it comes back in 9 days, it's gonna be an extra 5%. All right.
Right?
Next up, we got Green Lantern 55 from July 1994. Fair market value $25. Last sold for $7 on 10/29/24. 4 graded on the CGC census. 39.8. Interesting book. Fairly common.
Very, very common. So you see that DC Universe logo up in the top right of the cover up there?
Yeah.
There are some books that have that.
Mhm.
They are not considered DC Universe variants because it doesn't have the white UPC box with DC Universe in there. So if you find them, these are not considered DC Universe because there are some that are DC Universe variants that have that, but there's some that don't. So just to let you guys know.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. And the final book on the list, you might be surprised at this one. We have Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman trade from 1994. Fair market value $10. Last sold for $10, 3/5/25. There's 0 graded on the census, but there are 36 graded on the census that does not notate multi-pack in the cover. And how do you know if there's a multi-pack? Because
DC
of
Universe.
the back
Yep.
cover. I don't know if this is the only trade paperback with a DC Universe. This is the only one I've seen. Could there be more?
Likewise.
Possibly, yes, but we haven't seen it.
Yeah, this only one I've seen like that, Bruce. And you're definitely giving people some good cornbread because not a lot of people know that this one exists.
Yep.
So now you guys are seeing it, and a lot more people will pick up on this. A lot of times you'll see these on eBay. They'll be the regular cover. The DC variant one is a little bit more rare, but you still can find them. Like I
Mhm.
told Bruce earlier, a lot of times I will message people when they just have the front cover and ask them to see the back cover because a lot of people don't know that it is a variant. So just
Yeah.
ask them and they'll show you. But this is great cornbread, Bruce, because not a lot of people know about this.
Nope. I figured I'd throw this up here because I found it while I was in storage, my storage unit. I was like, oh, I have one. I have another one. I have two. I was like, let me throw this up here because I don't think people I don't think people know enough about DCU logo variants, and then to find out there's a trade paperback with a DCU logo,
Yes.
that's gonna blow people's minds. It really is.
Yeah.
I th-
I,
I think we blew their minds with stickers 2 weeks ago. Somebody comments stickers. They were stickers.
yeah. So this one tripped me out also because one day I was on eBay and I was just going through books and I had seen somebody had posted this. I was like, what the hell is this? And I didn't even know there was a trade paperback and I just happened to stumble upon it and I just thought it was cool. So I made sure to snatch one up.
Nice.
And I didn't tell anybody about it. I actually bought it, didn't say nothing about it, didn't even bring it up because I was like, I want to find more in high grades and I didn't want anybody knowing, but Bruce let the cat out of
I,
the bag. So
wasn't my fault, or was it? Probably was my fault. I don't think mine is in a high grade. I'll show you guys later. But there are a couple of these splattered around the internet if you can find them.
yes.
I've never seen these in the wild at all. But be patient, ask for more pictures.
Yes.
Uh you'll find them.
Because a lot of these are tore up.
Yeah, they beat up. And that I think that goes into show and tell. It's time for show and tell. Show and tell. Let's
I like
show and
show and
tell.
tell.
Me
Show and
too.
tell's
It's
fun.
my favorite part. I know we've gone a little longer today, but this is just the testament that how much fun we're having doing
Yes,
this.
I agree.
Let's see. Let me take Nightwing number. God damn it, Mike. There we go. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
All right. Nightwing number 294.
I really like that cover.
Yep. It's a good cover. And the greatest notes, what was the greatest notes on this? Light spine stress lines to cover. What? What? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it makes sense. It makes sense then. and me too.
So,
Yeah,
just
fine.
freaking spine bends. I hate that.
Yeah. You
It
know,
probably
it's a
has
couple.
it probably has slight color break too. That's why they put that.
Yes, they do. It's probably like three or four on a. Yeah, there's nothing that can be done about the color break unless. Wait, can you press color breaking spine ticks out?
No.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Think about that for a second.
That's all I'm gonna say.
No comment. No comment. Trade secrets, guys. Trade secrets.
I can't
Flash.
share anything.
Don't share. Don't share. Don't share. You'll be clipped out. They'll blame you if something goes
Yep.
wrong.
Exactly.
Flash 100. 96.
That sucks. It was like right there.
I love these red barcodes.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the color barcodes, I love them so much better just because it sticks out than more than the white does.
I would have tried for a 9.8, but if you look over here, what's it over here? Over here.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
No, well you have a blunted corner there with the white on
Yep.
there, but on the other side, is that a scratch on the other side, or is that?
That's the bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was on
that's
the
the
color.
bag.
Okay,
So it's just the
but yeah,
blunted corner that stopped it
yeah,
from
you can see
getting
that
a.
blunted corner, which ruins it for you.
Yep. So what's the other one? Oh, there we go. Batman through 523, 96.
Nice.
I'll take it. Catwoman 15, 98.
I like that cover.
Such a good cover.
Yeah.
Huh. Such a good cover.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at just like, damn. Like, why can't they put Catwoman back in that suit?
Right? That's so funny, Bruce. I just like your pause you had.
Wonder Woman 86. 98.
Awesome.
Yep. And as like you said before, it's a Brian Boland cover.
Yep.
And Legionnaire 16. 98.
I don't know if it's because she's showing her cake on the cover or what, but it's one of my favorite.
Huh? I was just looking at the galaxy. What's going on here? And finally, I'm going to show my copy of Lois and Clark, New Adventures of Superman.
Awesome.
DCU on the back.
Yeah, you got to watch out for scratches on the thing too. That glossy cover picks up a lot of scratches, especially because it's so old.
There's a lot of scratches on this thing. You could tell somebody read this pretty frequently.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you got for us today?
All right, here I got is the Action Comics 700. This is the gold variant here.
Nice.
This is a 96. I bought this already graded. I never really looked at the defects on here to see what would press out.
Okay.
But it's actually a really great looking book. There's not really much wrong with it. But I bought it for like $40, so it's the only reason why I bought it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I got like about 4 other raw ones that I haven't graded yet. One day I will. All right, next up here I have is Flash 101. This is the one that you were talking about, Bruce, that even though it says none on the census, this is a graded 9.8. I bought this a long time. I paid a premium because there weren't very many out there. I bought it from some guy off of Instagram, I think. But it doesn't annotate the multi-pack, of course, because this is the old. This is the generation before the new one that we have now, so
Yeah.
it wasn't labeled. And then last but not least here,
back in to get it labeled correctly.
No, I'm too lazy, Bruce. I don't want to spend the money. So if I have others that are 9.8 candidates, I will grade those. If those come back proper 9.8s, then I'll just sell that one.
Oh, nice.
Last but not least here, I have Green Lantern number 55, CGC 9.8. I'm not sure how many you said was on the census for this, but this is labeled multi-pack either. This is, again, the same generation as that Flash. But that's all I have. Great looking book stuff.
I think there was 398s on the census of
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably 4 with that one.
Probably. Most likely. So
yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching with us. Please hit the like button, subscribe.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the other 4 episodes, they're up. They're in a playlist. You'll be able to watch them back to back. Just watch them over and over. You know, maybe you missed something.
Exactly.
You know, start writing these books down, and you'll have a complete list of DCUs just by watching the videos.
Yep. Amen to that. Yep. Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Have a good night, and see you next time.